Here I have the Pferdekoppel puzzle from Jean-Claude Constantin, which I understand means paddock. And all I know about this puzzle is that the goal is to give each of these 8 horses its own paddock. And what I think that means is that you shouldn't be able to get from one horse to the other, to any other. So they should all be sort of enclosed in a space. And apparently there are 2 different solutions, one where all the spaces are roughly the same size and one where they're all different sizes. So let's have a look, see what this is like. So obviously in this starting state you can connect from these horses to each other and from here to there and so on. This one does have its own paddock, so that could theoretically have been part of the solution. I think it might be the only one. I think all the others connect to at least one. Okay, so let us start a timer and see where we get to. So I'm just going to start by pulling out all the removable pieces. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we have a total of 8 removable pieces. Are they all different? I think they're all different. Yeah, they are all different. Interesting. And the pattern around here is completely symmetrical, so I don't think it makes any difference which way around you hold the puzzle. So that's good. That means there are fewer ways to put the pieces in. Now imagine I put that here. That would mean I'd have to have a wall there, and I don't think there is any such piece, right? Or no. So I don't think there's any possibility that this goes here. So there's obviously 8 places each piece can go. And what about there? Is this the same as that, effectively, because of symmetry? I think this and this amount to the same thing, whereas this is different. Because, for example, we could do that. And then this would have its paddock, and then we could block this off. Theoretically. Ooh, could we? Are there more than 8 ways then? Could this sort of thing work? I'm not actually trying to solve it just now. I just want to see whether... Yeah, you could. Okay, so... In fact, I think it was maybe like this at the beginning, right? So... Okay, so there are more ways. It's not necessarily the case that you lay them out in this sort of structure, which is what I was sort of assuming. Okay, but I am still interested in thinking about how many places this can possibly go. So we know it can't go here or here. If it can go here, then it can go there. And then there's also, this is the same again, so it can't go there or there, like that. So how many positions? Oh, there's way too many positions, aren't there? So there's 1, 2, 3... There's 12 positions where this is in kind of landscape mode. And then if we put it into portrait mode, there's another 12. So there's 24 total positions, and I think I've just eliminated 4 of them. So that still leaves 20 possible places that this piece can go. Alright, so maybe thinking in that way isn't really going to help me too much. Let's see. So now if I put that there, then I've created one very small paddock, and that could be fine, especially in the version where the paddocks are all different sizes. Now I've got this guy has a paddock and this one has a paddock. See, this is interesting because this is going to automatically... Oh, that's impossible, I think. Yeah, because this now connects to that. Right, so if this were correct, then this would have to come across here, like that, for example, in order to avoid connecting up with this, because you can't separate this from this, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. So we kind of want something that blocks in this. We don't have anything left that will do that job. Nope. Yeah, that joins those together. That's no good. That could theoretically work, but it's obviously wrong. I mean, the likelihood... Ooh, actually, I mean, now we've got... Okay, this one has a paddock and this one has a paddock. And these two have paddocks. This one has an absolutely enormous paddock. This is a free-range horse. Okay, interesting. Now this one has a paddock as well, but obviously there's not a way to now just give this one a paddock from here. Oh, there is. It's this. Yeah, but that joins. So actually this is not too far from being right, because I think it's just these two that connect to each other now, right? They have this massive paddock, and then all these other ones have a small paddock. So that is somewhat promising, at least. Yeah, but I mean, it's miles away from being correct, isn't it? Right, I've just been working my way around. So this has a paddock, this has a paddock, this has a paddock, this has a paddock. And then we need to do these four over this side. So these four are done. But this horse currently has access to way too much stuff, so this just clearly isn't going to be right. And I don't think... Oh yeah, there is that, but it doesn't make it any better. Okay. The pieces are interesting shapes, because a piece like this, because it goes all the way across, can do a really easy, nice job of blocking something like that. You know, you can create a paddock just with this one piece, and the same goes for this one for the same reason. A piece like this is, I mean, it can obviously create corners of paddocks here and here, but it is kind of more constrained in what it can do. And I guess, yeah, you don't want to waste it by putting that in the corner there, I don't imagine. Alright, this is nice so far, but I bet it won't work. But anyway, this one has a paddock, this one does, this one does. These all connect up, so it's unlikely to be right. Oh, that's really close. Yeah, all these guys, all these ones have their own paddocks, and it's just these two that connect up now. Alright, so let's think about what would it look like if they were all roughly equal sized paddocks. So we can sort of think of this as being made up of, it's like a sort of an array of 2 by 1, is it 2 by 4 maybe, or is it 2 by 3? Yeah, I guess it's 4 squares across and 2 up, right? That makes sense, and then that allows it to be square. Yeah, 8 by 8. Okay, so it's 8 squares by 8 squares, 64. There's 8 horses, each horse should get 8 squares. That's what that means. So how would I give a horse 8 squares? Well, that means that it in no case is a horse constrained just by one piece. So, you know, something like this wouldn't be possible, because that would only give it 3 squares, and it would need around 8 squares. So every single horse has to have access to 2 pieces worth at least. So that again not valid. So that means we need something that comes up in this corner to separate these two from each other. And this one's either going to connect to a piece down that way or a piece across that way, and this is either going to connect to a piece down this way or a piece that way. And that same pattern will repeat. Right, so this horse currently has 5 and this one has 2. So if I do something, no, this can't be right because obviously it joins those together. So if that was there, we'd have 1, 2. So you'd have to have 3 in here connecting. I mean, that would be, this would be 1 too many. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 9 this horse now has. Can maybe live with that. This one has 5, 6, 7. This one has 9. Oh no, this is going to be way too many because this has already got 11. I mean, this is way too big, right? No, they're already connected. Okay, so I want to find a way to put some things in that don't connect these two guys up. That doesn't work, but that theoretically could. But only if we're okay with unequal sized areas, I think. Yeah, I'd have to have a very unequal sized area for that to go in the corner. This is good, isn't it? Okay, so this horse has just this one. This one has all of this one. This one has 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 this one. And this one has this one. And then we have, yeah, this one has this one. That's a solution. This is one of the solutions then, I'm pretty sure, where the pastures, or paddocks, sorry, are of different sizes from each other. I can't see a fault in this. And actually it's nice because I was right, every bit of space is accessible to a horse. They just all have very different sizes. I didn't get to this through any kind of logic. I just was putting pieces down. It was just starting with what can go in this corner and eliminating a few pieces, and then I put this one in, and it sort of, I immediately wanted to close off both these pastures with cornery pieces like this, and then everything else just sort of fell into place. Okay, so it took me a little over an hour and 7 minutes to get what I think is probably the simplest solution to the Pferdekoppel puzzle, the pasture puzzle from Jean-Claude Constantin. This is a very cool puzzle. I think it's very aesthetically pleasing. I like the symmetry of the case combined with the asymmetry of the pieces for some reason. As always, it's nicely constructed. The pieces honestly feel a little cheap, I guess, but that's okay. They're nice looking. I like the fact they have two different kinds of wood, and their usual Constantin kind of bolts holding them together. And yeah, I'm intrigued to know what the full solution to the version is where you have equal pastures or equal paddocks. I keep calling them pastures. Equal-sized paddocks. What is the difference? A pasture and a paddock. I guess a paddock is a small enclosed area for horses. I don't know. There we go. I hope you enjoyed watching me flail around with this. It is a difficult puzzle, I've got to say, and I still don't know how to solve the other variant where you have equal-sized pastures. Yeah, thanks for watching, and if you're interested in other Jean-Claude Constantin puzzles, please check this out here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.